How's it going, y'all? It's Noir Tapes back with another video. So I have like a small list of my favorite producers, and then I have a bunch of other ones below that I draw inspiration from. But one of my favorites has got to be Buck Wild. Buck Wild's a part of Digging in the Crates. He's been around a long time. He's worked with all the big names in hip hop. Big L, Big Pun. I love the way he produces beats. I think it's so sick. His drums always slap, and the samples he picks are awesome. I know back in the 90s he would have used an SP for sure. So I've got that emulation on the master on here, and I just sort of employed basic techniques like he does. I looked at a few of his tracks and noticed that he just would use the sample and chop it up a lot. Pretty standard practice. He would use filters a lot as well. Another standard practice. I made sure the drums slapped and they're super dirty, and the bass line wasn't too complex. He sometimes gets a bit more complex on his bass lines. I don't do that too much. And I also used a delayed horn. Surprise, surprise. You can see a lot of the beats I make draw a lot of inspiration from him and other producers as well. So a lot of the concepts you see here won't be any different from what I do in other videos. But anyways, I'll play the beat that I made now to emulate Buck Wild, and then I'll go through the different layers as well. Just have a brief discussion. So this is the beat I made here. I think this sort of sounds like Buck Wild. Let me know what you think. So first I'll show you the sample. It's nothing crazy. I was looking through a few different samples trying to get something. I wanted a jazz sample originally, but I found this sample after trying a few, and I like the way it sounds. It's kind of smooth, and I think it's something Buck Wild would sample for sure. And then after that, as I always do, I went on to the drums to set that vibe. One thing that Buck Wild does a lot, which I don't do as much and I need to do more, is he uses a lot of little accent kicks. He loves to put kicks everywhere, and I love the way it sounds in his beats. So to achieve the Buck Wild sound, I actually recorded it freehand, and I turned off the time correction. I already had the hi-hat and snare down. That pattern was just running, and now I would just freehand the kick, like this sort of thing with the 16 samples. Something like that. I think it really gives the beat a lot of character and achieves some unique rhythms as well. So at this point I have my drums and my sample down. I actually reached for the additional layer first before I did the bass line. For some reason the bass line just came last in this beat. So here's the add layer here. And then after that I just need to fill in the bass line. There was some bass in the sample originally, but I cut it out. I didn't like where the bass came in on the sample chops. It started in weird spots, and there was a few kicks in the sample too, which I wanted to eliminate. You don't really notice them when the bass is gone in the sample. So this is the bass I added here. And so there you go. Pretty simple breakdown. I listen to Buck Wild all the time. He's one of my favorite producers. I realized I probably should have done more research in advance to this video, but that's okay. I'll revisit Buck Wild and I'll make this a proper series, I think. Anyways, thank you for watching today. I'll see you next time, y'all.